Okay, so remember when I said a few episodes ago that my light it's gonna run out and I keep depending on it? Yeah, always run out. So I have to use my desk lamp. I need to charge it, but I need to charge this, but I've forgotten. So okay, here we go. Oh my god, I'm tilted. Sorry, this is the first time you're watching this. I'm sorry, but I've made like 24 other episodes. Oh, cool. What day are we? Oh no. So 21, 22, 23, 24. This is 24. Hopefully it's 24, so I don't mess up. This is day 24. Yeah. Today was just, I thought today was going to be a long recording session. It's kind of how it started, but I realized I just wasn't playing it quick enough. I wasn't playing it well enough for me to even attempt recording it. Like, I couldn't even play the loop once, and I had to play the chord progressions twice for the intro, and I couldn't even play it correctly for the first time around doing it. I just wasn't playing it quick enough. So I was just doing what I did on Monday and Tuesday, and essentially just play the chords over and over again until it's good enough. And I think I'm in a good place where I can do that tomorrow morning. So I'm going to wake up early tomorrow morning, practice, and then around midday I'll record before I go to work. That's kind of the goal tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did today. Yeah, man, I just feel like days like this are, I just feel very focused and very on goal at the moment, which is good. I was gonna say I haven't felt this in a while, but that's not true. But I feel like in terms of how focused I am with everything, and like how just kind of hyper focused I am with getting this album done, it's good, man. It's going well. Everything's going well. I just feel like moments like this, like days like this, every single day is the same, but you know, these are the reasons why the Michael Jordans exist, and the Frank Oceans exist, and the Kanyes exist, and you know, like greatness exists because of these days of consistency, these days of monotony, and just it's just what you have to do. It's what you have to do. If anyone wants motivation, I highly recommend what's it called? I highly recommend what is it? Just type in Michael Jordan, Maybe It's My Fault, and it's like the perfect kind of example of the path to greatness, the path to everything. It's like a minute long. It's like I think it was a Nike advert. It says Air Jordan. Yeah, I think it was a Nike advert, and it's just like a minute of just, yeah, it's great. It's such a good, if you need just like a boost of motivation or anything like that, bro, listen to that. It's unbelievable. I also recommend reading the book Relentless. It's from the trainer of Michael Jordan, and I think he trained Kobe Bryant as well. He does talk about Kobe Bryant as well. So unbelievable book by Tim Grover. Yeah, I usually read that like once a year around this time, so it's a great book. But yeah, I just feel like days like this, where it's just, you know, your fingers are still hurting, you're just doing the same thing over and over again. For example, in Michael Jordan's case, he's shooting the same three in the same place over and over again. But in my case, it's playing the guitar, the same chords, the same tempo, you know, the same tone. I think that's what kind of differentiates good from great. And yeah, again, it's gonna be a long process. This album's gonna kill me. I know it will. And it won't always be days where I'm like, oh yeah, Michael Jordan, whatever. But I still just have to realize that even on those really hard days, that, you know, it's gonna happen. It's bound to happen these days. Hard, easy, you know, it's bound to happen. I just wanted to talk about how so I have an app on that tracks my gym progress, the gym stats. And it said a couple of days ago that was my 600th exercise, 600th day of training, whatever. Like I've done 600 days of training, not in a row, obviously, but throughout me tracking me going to the gym. And this isn't like a flex of, oh, I've been to the gym. This has got nothing to do with that. It's about how throughout those 600 journeys, throughout those 600 exercises, those 600 days of training, how much has changed. And that how from day one of me recording the training on that app and day 605, whatever I'm on now, it's just a crazy thing how you got to think of it like, so all of these days I've been very I'd say consistent in the way I'm training. Maybe not, I'm not talking about the quantity or how many days I'm going during the week. I'm saying what I'm doing during the training, right? I'm lifting weights, I'm running, whatever it is, yeah? So that is a constant throughout the whole of it, right? But those 600 is through the case of, I don't know when I started, I can actually check now, when the first day was. Let me check on my phone. So the first day recorded was March 20th, 2022. And I think I was going to the gym before that, but that was when I started recording it on an app that I use. It's called Strong. It's a really good app, recommend it. So that's the one constant there is, right? Me going to the gym, doing the same activities at the gym, whether the trainings is different or not, it doesn't matter. If I'm doing a different program, whatever, it doesn't matter. But the goal of working out and the constant of, going to the gym is still the same, right? So you have that. Then you realize all of the external factors, all of the other parts of your life that changes whilst you still go to the gym, you still come out of the gym. I do the same walk home from the gym, and I've been doing that same walk home for 3 years. It'll be 4 years this year. If you think about it, this constant of, I'm going to the gym, whether I get dropped off to the gym by my parents, or my friend picks me up and takes me to the gym, or I walk to the gym, or I come back home from I come back from university when I first started going. I'd go back from my lectures to go to the gym, wherever it may be, I was going to the gym, right? And then you realize that, you do the same walk. I don't know how to describe it. It's like you're walking, right? Because that's the constant. Walking's the constant. But everything around you is changing. Your life changes, your job changes, your relationships change, you come out of uni, which obviously comes under occupation. But the one constant is that you go to the gym, and it's just crazy how, 600 times, right? I've vlogged 600 times. And there's always, no matter how much has changed throughout these 4 years, there's always been that same constant of me doing that walk back from the gym, me going to the gym, me seeing my friends at the gym, or me doing a solo session at the gym. There's always been that same consistent part of my life. Whereas everything around me's changed, whether it's relationships or university, all that changed. I graduated during that time. I had a girlfriend during that time. I broke up with my girl during that time. You know what I mean? It's like all these things happen, but there's still one constant. Which is, I don't know, I just found it kind of interesting. I don't know if any of you guys might find it interesting, but I just think it's, yeah. how life can be so routine based and so strict and everything. I think that's why a lot of people think that their time just kind of flies by, because there's no variation to their life. It's just the same thing over and over again. And I think, isn't there like I don't know if it's a study, I don't even know if you can do a study, but the reason why when you're younger, life kind of moves slowly is because there's new experiences every day. Whereas when you're, in your, I don't know, like mid-20s, late 20s, or even older, life kind of seems to kind of drift into a more routine-based thing where you don't have as many experiences, you don't have as many differences in your day-to-day lives. So that's why kind of life kind of blurs into everything. But yeah, I just found it interesting that it said 600th, but like, yes, that's the same variable that's stayed the same throughout, but all of my external, like everything around me externally has changed from those 4 years, but the one constant was I still went to the gym. I mean, you could say it for everything. You could take away the gym and just say, like, I don't know, you're doing the same walk. You're doing the same walk to the station every day. You're doing that same walk, but in the walk that you were doing when you were, I don't know, in 2023, you might have been in a relationship, you might have hated your job, you might have been just so confused and lost in your life. But this year, you're loving life, you love your job, maybe not, you don't have a girlfriend anymore, but things change. I don't know, I just found it interesting. Yeah. I think it's important to be more present in everything we do. Like, for example, I did the walk back from the gym today. And when you just realize that, like, stuff happening to you, and not like, random stuff that can happen, like someone beeping at you in the car, but I'm saying, like, the wind blowing in your face, or like, it's cold, or like, you can hear, like, it's just about being present. I think there's a great book, The Power of Now, by Eckhart Tolle, and it took me so long to read that book. It took me nearly as long as, is that the longest book? I was gonna say it took me nearly as long as to read as Marcus Aurelius Meditations. That book, I think about the same, and maybe the other philosophy book I'm reading. But that Power of Now book is great, but it is such a difficult read because every single sentence is just so abstract and so. But the one thing to take away from it is just be present. Like, I know be present is so like what does that mean? But it's just be aware of stuff. I think that's the best way to describe it. Be aware of your feet touching the floor, of your breath, or just say if you're in a social setting and there's everyone around you speaking and laughing, just like take a step back and just be aware of it. I feel like I don't know if you guys do that maybe as well. Like, you're in a social setting, but like you're so immersed in like these conversations, like having a good time, but you don't kind of step back and be grateful for, like, damn, I'm really with my friends, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, we're all having a good time, everyone else in the pub or the bar is having a good time. Like, it's just about noticing stuff more. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why time kind of drifts by a lot, because you don't notice things. Like, say if you do that same walk like I was talking about, you don't notice the crunch of the leaves when you step on them, or the wind blowing in your face, like I mentioned again, or the cold, like how cold it is on your arms, or like you just need to be more aware and grateful for stuff. And I feel like that is such a difficult thing to grasp for humans. It's like when you're ill, when like you feel so ill and like, I can't wait to be healthy again. But when you're healthy, you kind of forget that you were ill and you couldn't get out of bed and like you couldn't breathe through your nose and stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel like I'm waffling, but hopefully what I'm saying makes kind of bit of sense. But I just think just noticing stuff and being aware of things, just yeah. And I do not listen to her advice, so I'm not gonna pretend like I'm some Buddhist monk who's very zen and very, that's not, I'm still learning as well. I feel like I probably have a lot more to learn than you do watching. I think my mindset to stuff and the way I process things and deal with things isn't healthy. And recently I wouldn't say I've been in the happiest place ever, but yeah, the way I process things probably isn't the healthiest way of doing it. But so you're probably better than me. In fact, you are better than me in terms of how you process things. But yeah, I just think being present and being aware of stuff, I think is great. And yeah, I highly recommend meditating. I'd say it probably saved my life. I don't know if I can be that dramatic about it, but it really did help me when I was like 17. Helped me go through a shit ton of anxiety. And yeah, I would say it saved my life. Meditation, learning how to do it. I want to kind of do it more. I feel like I've kind of gone into autopilot meditating and haven't really been as intentional as I want to be. But yeah, I definitely say meditation did save my life for sure, especially when I was 17. But yeah, yeah, I didn't expect to go on this crazy tangent, but hope you enjoyed. Yeah, hopefully I got the day right. If not, I'll say the same day tomorrow, and it's all good. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. I have a shift tomorrow. Finish at 9. So I'm gonna do some recording in the morning, afternoon, and then yeah, in the evening I'll probably just do some social media stuff for the new song. So yeah, hope you enjoyed my little tangent. I really like having conversations like this, deep conversations. I feel like I used to do Sandbrook Sundays. Big up to the people who watch Sandbrook Sundays. But I kind of just stopped doing it. I don't know why. Why? I just didn't. I just stopped doing it. I really enjoyed doing it. Like when I was actually started doing them, filming them. Yeah, I just didn't really know where to put them, and yeah, I had like other priorities and stuff. But I really enjoy these talks. Recently, I've been kind of getting into philosophy, and like, cause I feel like when I do journal, which I feel like these are kind of my journal now. I don't really write journal as much now because I have this. But when I do journal, I have thoughts like this. I have kind of, and this isn't to be like, oh, I'm just kind of saying I really enjoy it. Maybe down the line when the music's done, I'll do a degree in philosophy or some shit. I don't know, but I think it's really cool to think deep. I sound so performative, whatever. But yeah, it's cool, and hopefully you enjoy it as well. Yeah. All right. Goodbye. Good night. See ya.